What? What are you gonna do? What's it moving toward? What's that light? Where's that door? What does it lead to? Ah! How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to God's Basement. That's a neat looking shelf. I like that design a lot. It's neat. You can put books there and little figurines there. It's cool. Oh, quit it. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it like jumps briefly. Yeah. That's interesting. It gets to a certain point and then it jumps. Okay, what do you say? I can't read you. Fucking, that one. Grandma has been acting strange lately. She seems to be forgetful and misplaces a lot of her belongings, like her car keys and medication. It was my birthday last week, but I think she forgot that too. I'm going into middle school pretty soon. I'm a bit nervous about that. I hope she starts getting better soon. James. So that was me. That's what I wrote. Nothing in there. Good. Why are these all the same painting? There's no exit to this building. Ah, a cigarette. Oh, there's a note. Oh, Jesus, stop. Why you gotta be so bright? Grandma's acting strange again recently. I've been finding random letters on all the pictures and paintings we have hung up. There's always just one red letter randomly drawn inside of the painting. I asked her about it, but she said she doesn't remember writing the letters. I'm gonna look up and there's gonna be like letters on the paintings. Is that? Oh, thank God. Okay, that's nice. What are you? Crumpled newspaper. Look, we're on the beach. Having a good time. Apples? Nope. M? Why do you torment me so? Hey, Mr. Owl. You do... Oh. M.
In other news, last weekend, a brutal crime was committed in a quiet suburban neighborhood. The two victims were a young couple, recently turned parents, that were viciously stabbed while sleeping inside their bedroom.
Stabbed 30 times?
Authorities reported that the bodies were mutilated to the point of being unrecognizable. The two also left behind an infant son. Currently, there are no suspects or leads as to who committed the murder.
Was it me?
But authorities are adamantly investigating the situation.
Was it the mom? Was it my mom? Was it Grandma? Is there another red letter somewhere I gotta find? Oh, it's dark up here now. Oh, I have the flashlight. Thank God. Oh, fuck it. Oh, it's that lamp again. This is what the TV was showing earlier. Someone walking up here. Something really strange has been happening with Grandma. She doesn't seem like herself lately. She feels very distant and less lively. She doesn't enjoy talking as much as she used to. She seems very quiet, like she's always thinking about something. Unfortunately, her habit of forgetting things isn't getting any better. She frequently forgets to take her medication, so I have to remind her very often. I hope her condition improves. So is his grandma, or I guess my grandma, like mentally, like unstable. Okay, yep, of course, I mean, I wasn't expecting that to move. Welcome home. Fuck! Stop it with the creaking doors, Jesus! Okay, just gotta stare at it, don't I? usually what I gotta do. Just gotta stare through the door. Okay, so it's just pointing at the lamp right now. Wait, it's the lamp downstairs, ain't it? Oh, hi. Hello, ma'am. Do I have to go? Okay, she's moving? Is she moving? Do I keep standing here? Okay, she's like rocking. I don't know if she's like really moving in any meaningful way though. Okay, so I should go check out the lamp out in the hallway, or this lamp right here, I guess.
Entry number 8. Recently, my grandmother has been acting strange. I've been waking up in the middle of the night hearing her crying. I usually find her pacing back and forth aimlessly.
The chair's rocking.
She usually won't even notice I'm there until I make my presence known. After she notices me, she gives me this blank expression, then walks away back into her bedroom.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, yeah, then she walked way back to her bedroom.
Against her door, and I'll hear a distorted version of this classical song she always listened to. Although these incidents are rare, they still creep me out. It happens about once every few months. Hopefully she gets better.
Then I have to... She went back to her room. Yep. Oh no. Welcome home, welcome home, welcome home. I don't want to be here. Fuck. Why is it quiet? Oh, stop dropping the music like that. Jesus. No, it's okay. You can be quiet again. I don't want to hear these noises. I don't like these noises. These noises are creaky and bad and awful, and I hate them. That's locked. Oh, this is the same hallway from earlier, isn't it? When she showed up, and when I'm guessing this is my grandmother now, not my mom. The lady I've been seeing. And but yeah, that was the same hallway from earlier when I saw G-Ma. That's what we call her. It's a cute little nickname we came up with. She likes it. I'm entering my first year of high school. I'm pretty nervous about it, but excited at the same time. My grandmother was recently diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Oh, damn. The diagnosis didn't really faze her. She seems a lot less lively these days. Just listening to the radio or TV most of the time. I try to talk to her about current events and casual topics, but her responses are more bleak and dull than they used to be. I wouldn't describe her aura as depressing or gloomy. A more precise word would be hollow or empty. It's almost as if part of her has drifted off somewhere and is yet to return. She would have episodes like this before, but the frequency and length of the episodes seem to be increasing. Damn, that's sad. I'm sorry, man. Poor G-Ma. What's in here? Fun time. If you close that fucking door, I'll cry. Okay? You don't want that. It's ugly. It's fragile. Must be French. Why am I walking faster? I feel like I'm walking. For a second, I felt like I was walking faster. I'm gonna go into this room first. It's very dark, and there's a rocking chair. What's this? Grandma's? There's a radio there. Oh, good. It's doing the PT thing where the hall just repeats forever. Fuck. I hope it's not exactly the same because it was kind of annoying in PT, at least for me. Was this here before? This is a little different. Any notes or letters or anything you want me to see? What do you say? James, I'm sorry to bother you, but I've misplaced my keys somewhere. Can you please find them for me? Just place them next to this note once you found them, Grandma. Okay, I have to find her keys. Okay, Grandma, I'll help you out. Okay, let's find your keys. Keys. Oh, keys. Where are you? Keys. Stop hiding, please. I'll give you a piece of cheese. Oh, look. The keys. I have discovered them. How do I pick them up? Read. Today I landed a part-time job tutoring my neighbor's kid. I can't get a real job yet since I'm only 14, but at least this will give me some kind of income. Regarding my grandmother's health, there have been no major changes. She remains uninterested and perpetually distant whenever I interact with her. Something kind of strange happened today. I caught her having a conversation with the radio. The thing is, the radio was off the whole time. She was arguing back and forth with it as if it was a real human being. It kind of reminded me of the crazy people you have to deal with when taking public transit. It's kind of messed up that I found it just a tiny bit funny. I mean, we all react to things differently, you know. And, I'll probably be sent to hell for laughing at it, but I couldn't help it. I have a sick sense of humor. I love her to death, and it pains me to see her deteriorate like this. I hope she gets better. Yeah, I mean, in that kind of situation, I mean, I can't say laughter would be the most unnatural response. Like, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying like you point and laugh at her face. I'm just saying that, why did that scare me? Why did I jump from someone putting keys on the table? Is it another note? Oh no, it's the same note, okay. Radio's not on. Is that okay? Please, for the love of all that is right in the world, stop getting quiet. Oh, are you lost? I'm not lost anymore. You helped me find my way. Thanks, Grandma. Oh, everything's darker. I don't like it when things get darker. Oh, Jesus. Last time I caught Grandma staring at a painting in the middle of the hallway. It was in the middle of the night and her eyes were locked into the picture. It was kind of eerie seeing her entranced like that. After staring at it for at least half an hour, she walked off casually. I took a closer look at the painting and it was completely blank. It was literally a blank piece of paper she was staring at. At least I have some good news. I earned a raise from a tutoring job and I've started tutoring other neighborhood kids so I can earn more money. Yay! I just wrapped up my first year of high school, so I'm glad I'll have something to keep me busy throughout the summer besides taking care of my grandmother. Damn, man. That's tough. I don't know from personal experience. I can't, like, I don't have any anecdotes, but I can just imagining, like, that's gonna be tough on a kid. I mean, obviously, it's tough for her. She's the one who's, like, you know, losing her grip on reality. But for the kid, like, damn. That's rough. Forgive. He never... He will never forgive you. Does this one do anything? Let's get closer. I don't think so. I think it's only the small ones. So it seems like, so I'm reading all these notes. Oh, I have to read them. Oh, so he will never. I have to look at them in order. Forgive you. What did I do? And who is he? Is it my son? Is it my baby boy? I'm sorry. Ah, the door's open. Good. Good. That's a path forward. I'm back here. Oh, and then there's the painting. But it seems like a lot of this is like the whole thing with listening to the radio and the distorted music and, you know, talking with the TV and shit and staring at the blank paintings. It seems like all of this is attempting, or at least this section of the game seems like it's making me go through what my grandmother went through. So he said he laughed. Did he actually was it a chuckle to himself, or was it like pointing and laughing? Like, did he genuinely mock her? Did he mistreat her in some way? I woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of plates breaking. I dashed out of my room to see what was happening. I saw her in the kitchen repeatedly trying to carry a plate from the kitchen to the dining room. While walking over to the dining room, she would drop the plate and repeat the process. I walked over to her and guided her back to her bedroom. I set up a small barricade so she wouldn't be able to get out so easily. She could have really hurt herself. Maybe I should just set up a barricade so she doesn't get out of her room at night. I'm in the middle of my second year of high school right now, and it's been really hard balancing school, friends, and taking care of my grandmother. Most of the time I have to turn down social events because I have to stay home and make sure she doesn't do anything crazy. Okay, I read the note. I remembered. Is there like... Did I stare at that one? No, I already did that puzzle. They tend to not repeat... They tend to not repeat, like, a puzzle motif. You know? Like, with the last puzzle I had... Fuck! You! This is a different note? Nope, same note. Okay. Again, really hit the lag on the flashlight.
The only survivor was the grandmother of the infant child. Although she suffered major injuries, she was currently in stable condition. Authorities also reported that the grandfather was driving the vehicle and that alcohol might have been involved in the incident.
Okay. What is that? Oh, a bundle of flowers. That's lovely. I've seen trees like that. It looks like a cherry blossom tree, but orange. Oh, this door's open. Okay, cool. You know, I didn't mean it sarcastically that time. Like, I like genuinely was like, oh yeah, cool. Okay. More darkness. We're just gonna loop back around for a long time. Oh, this door's open. Actually, that door's oh, it's not a door at all. It's just a doorway. There's a word for that. Like an archway like that, but with no door. Let's just do it. Let's try it. Yep, that was the right choice. Depending on your definition of right. This is the place. He does not. In this place, he does not dwell. God is not present. No one will help you here. Hell is here. Okay, cool. That's good. Thank you very much. Okay. Hell is here. Cool. So, am I actually in hell, or are you trying to make me think I'm in hell so I could, like, redeem myself? Redemption, maybe? Maybe maybe I can... Okay, hi there. Just gonna keep staring at you until you do something. You make a move. Ball's in your court, Grandma. That's a strong move. Is she still gonna be standing there? Like, my head is on fire right now. I got so many goosebumps. Like the goosebumps are like, like, the goosebumps are pulling my skin so tight, I feel like I'm just gonna pop. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Thank God the sun's still up. Ugh. Fuck. Why do I do this to myself? Did you pause? Oh, no. You... Okay, let's just keep on keeping on. None of the doors are gonna... Okay, that one opened. Thank you. Okay. Living room. Nice. You got something to say? Creepy voice. Creepy voice who's a sadist. Oh, there's a note. Okay. I'm starting to worry about the... Oh, well, I can read it better like this. I'm starting to worry about the future. Grandma's condition continues to grow worse. She's going... Is she going to stay like this for the rest of her life? I hope not. What will happen if I leave for if I have to leave for college? Who's going to take care of her? The way it is now, I can barely leave her alone for 2 seconds without her breaking something. I'm currently in my 3rd year of high school, so I have a little bit of time. So I still have a little bit of time to think about that. Hopefully, I'll come up with. Oh, my bad. Ah, Jesus! I keep hitting my mic stuff. Mic and pop filter, or pop guard, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully I'll come up with a solution later, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a... Oh. Oh, I don't like this. Hello? Locked. Okay. Alright. Oh, that one's open. Cool. This is the way forward. Good. We can end this. What changed? Oh no. Is it gonna move? Do I have to keep staring at it? Oh, I just entered my senior year of high school. It's time to start thinking about what happens after high school. I've recently applied for this scholarship. It would pay for basically all my expenses, including tuition, room and board, and everything else. My biggest issue right now is my grandmother. I don't really have any relatives or anyone who can take care of her besides me. Will I have to take care of her for the rest of her life? The answer seems to be yes. Her condition keeps getting worse and worse. I know this is selfish, but I feel quite bitter about this current situation. It's not unusual. I keep having to make sacrifices for her sake. Hopefully I'll think of a solution sooner rather than later. Okay, there she is. Hi, Grandma. Is she just gonna be right behind me or something? What's gonna happen? God, I hate this. Okay, cool. Hi. Oh, that's a neat little candle. Another neat little well, it's not a candle. That's a vase. Oh, it's the bunny rabbit. The bunny rabbit does not mean good things for me. Bunny rabbit. That's a bad news bunny rabbit right there. What, like, but again, I'm just so confused. What did I do? Oh, thanks for closing the door. Yeah, I didn't want to go back that way anyways. Are you lost? How can you be lost if you have nowhere to go? Are you scared? Are you frightened? Are you without hope? Are you without God? Sure, I guess so. Don't really see God around here anywhere.
Are you lost? How can you be lost if you have nowhere to go? Are you scared?
Uh-huh.
Are you frightened?
Synonyms, yes.
Are you without hope?
Not entirely.
Are you without God?
I suppose so. Is it the same? Okay, it's the same thing. Okay. Okay, guys, you taught me my lesson. I won't, not cut the rings, from, 6-packs of soda. The little plastic rings. You cut them so, like, turtles and ducks and whatnot don't get hurt by them. I'll never not do that again. You have taught me my lesson. Wait, no, I didn't actually read it. I have great news. I was one of the recipients of the scholarship. There's a downside though. I can only use it on certain colleges. The list they gave me are all too far away to commute on a daily basis from our house and the college. So I would definitely have to move. The problem is there's no one. The problem is that no one would be able to take care of my grandmother, and I can't just leave her. She can't cook or buy groceries or do anything by herself. I'm practically her caretaker rather than her grandson. If I leave her, she'll probably wind up dead from starvation or some sort of accident. It feels like I don't have any options here. No. Flashlight. Oh, Mr. Bunny Rabbit. Sup? Let's go. Oh! Okay. Is it this one then? Oh, I have to stare longingly into the rabbit's eyes, don't I? Come on, Mr. Bunny. Do something. Yeah, that's what I thought. You ain't nothing. Trying to mess with me? I got a flashlight. I'll hit you with a flashlight. Oh, it's on the floor now. Well played, Mr. Bunny Rabbit. Well played. Are you leaving me too? Fuck you. Jesus. I'm just gonna keep going. This is just gonna be a long episode. Well, none of them have been short, so stop cutting out the music. It's very upsetting to me. It upsets my soul. Okay, is there a note? Oh, do I just go? Okay. Oh, Mr. Bunny. You're back. Back on the table. What about you? There's the fucking hammer. Jesus. You gonna do something to spook me while I'm on my way to take these off? Something's gonna happen about halfway up that loading bar, right? Oh? I'm still cautious. Okay. Why must you open the doors backwards? I'll just go toward the light. Let's just do that. Boy, how much more is there? Are you open? You are. Oh, hi! God. Damn it. Yes? Can I help you, miss? Do you require assistance? Yeah, you can't get me with that twice. It's definitely spooky. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I'm back in the office? Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna keep on playing. I'm just gonna keep going, and we'll... Because I'm either very close to the end, or there's like another hour or so left.
James, it's been a while since our last encounter. That was a lot of information to absorb. I hope you got most of it, but I'll try to summarize the best that I can. You were trying your hardest to get by high school while also taking care of your grandmother, along with holding a part-time job. At the end of high school, you had amazing grades and received a full-ride scholarship. The only problem was you would have to leave your grandmother to attend college.
So what happened after?
She raised you all by herself after your parents passed away. It tore you up inside, knowing that you would have to abandon her to move forward in your life. Slowly but surely, her condition kept deteriorating, to the point where it was an extreme burden to provide care for her. You had to make a choice, abandon her and move on with your life, or throw away a full-ride scholarship and sacrifice your potential to take care of her. Are you ready to find out what choice you made? This is kind of exciting, isn't it? Well, I won't make you wait any longer. You chose to stay.
Oh.
You felt that it would be wrong to abandon her, especially when she needed you the most. She took care of you when you were abandoned, right? You were just returning the favor. If you haven't noticed, this area represents your old job. The one you worked while taking care of your grandmother after you graduated. First thing you should probably do is sign in. Enter the door to your left and find your ID card. I'll speak to you soon. Good luck.
Okay. Cool. But yeah, so I'm probably just gonna be cutting this up into different chunks because I want to finish this. I'm like, not just because it's like, oh, let's just get this over with, but I'm genuinely very interested in the story. I want to know what happened. Oh, it's so quiet. ID card, how you doing? See, again, this is just like in the beginning of the game. Number of boxes organized. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, no. Oh, don't make me do this.
James, are you having fun organizing those boxes?
No! Oh, is that it? You just coming here to taunt me? Dick.
Are those boxes heavy? It must get pretty tiring doing this 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Get fucked.
Hey, I think you missed one. Look over there, in the corner.
Fuck you, guy.
Does it get tiring? Doing this job day after day, only to come home having to care for your elderly grandmother.
I'm just trying to figure out what I did wrong. And I'm just assuming, seems pretty likely it's just going to be something to the effect of you abandoned her to, you know, have a life. Or did I kill her? Like, did I like smother her? You know, like what? Or did I just like let her die? Did that happen?
Do you ever feel regret? Maybe you should have just taken the scholarship and ran off. Think of all the potential you wasted. Was it worth it? Doing the same thing every single day. Are you anxiously waiting to get home, or do you find this job more tedious than taking care of her? It might seem like I'm trying to belittle you, but I'm just relaying the thoughts you had at the time.
No, you are absolutely trying to belittle me, dick.
It's an interesting concept, isn't it? Sacrificing the future for the present. Sacrificing all that potential to have a clear conscience. Was it worth it? Wow, great job, James. Are you ready to start all over again tomorrow?
Am I gonna open this door and go straight back to the house? That's gonna happen, ain't it? Sounds like the most upsetting thing, so probably. Yep. There we are. Some nice shoes. I mean, looks like a pair of shoes I have. Gotta, welcome home. I feel welcome. Sorrow. Oh, I'm building the barricade. Okay. Oh. Oh, that makes so much more sense now. There's a note. 1, clean up any broken plates. 2, clean up broken plates, hide the kitchen knife under the bed. check emails on phone, nail wooden planks on door, turn off all lights, go to bed. Oh. It is unfortunate you have declined our scholarship program. Thank you for applying. We hope that you are successful in our future academic endeavors. You're forcing me to make things spookier. That's clever of you. Just close the door. No spookiness. Close the door. Turn off the lights. Good. Go to bed. Oh no, are you gonna make me do that again with the boxes? Nope, spooky times. Okay. Do I look around? Oh, and the banging on the door. That's what that was. I get it now. So am I just sitting here? Did you hear a knock? Mm-hmm. It's about to get loud, ain't it? Yep. 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 You gonna knock again? She broke all the boards off the door. I'm gonna hear a creaking noise, ain't I? You gonna make a creaky noise? Should you just go downstairs? There it is. Did you hear that? Yeah. I heard all of it. These lights don't work. Of course not. Yep, she broke down the thing. Can I go check out her room? She went downstairs, right? What it sounded like. Nope. I am mistaken. Ah. Pain, are you full of it? Patience, are you out of it? When will her, scratch it out, your suffering end? So... oh, Jesus, fuck.
Pain. Are you full of it? Patience. Are you out of it? James. When will your suffering end? You wanted her to die, didn't you?
Yeah.
Not for her sake, but for your own.
Yeah.
You yearned for her death, not because her suffering would cease. It was because yours would cease as well.
I mean, two birds, one stone, you know. Just kill two birds with one old lady. Simple enough. Easy operation, in and out, no problems. The folks up with the laptop, that's weird. Today I found my laptop broken. I left her alone for a few minutes while I was in the bathroom, and I guess she walked into my bedroom and had an episode. I'll have to drain my savings in order to replace it. And that sucks. Should I get the knife for protection? Very basic colors. Sorrow. Okay, so Just keep walking around, I guess. I'm gonna keep on checking down here. Don't know when they'll ever open, though.
Do you feel the resentment pulsating through your veins? Do you feel the last breath of patience exiting your body? Do you feel the rage welling up, overflowing, displacing empathy, sympathy, and love? Do you hear it? It's calling you. A way out. Follow it. Let it guide you.
Oh, Jesus. What's all this? Last week, a brutal crime was committed in a quiet suburban neighborhood. The two victims were a young couple, recently turned parents. They were viciously stabbed while sleeping inside their bedroom. Authorities reported that the bodies were mutilated to the point of being unrecognizable. The two were left behind an infant son. Currently, there are no suspects or leads as to who committed the murder. I did something unspeakable.
While sifting through some old boxes, you found an interesting set of documents that revealed the truth about your past.
Yeah.
Your grandparents were involved in an accident that killed your grandfather and your infant brother. It wasn't your grandmother's fault entirely, but your parents couldn't help but put the blame on her. With no family or friends left, living a hopeless and bleak existence, your grandmother decided to murder them. With your parents out of the way, she could raise you all by herself. Her desire was selfish and evil. That was all you needed. A way to justify her death, a way to break the burden of taking care of her. Do you remember what you did? I'll walk you through it once more, just in case you've forgotten.
I mean, but if you've been going through all this and you found out that your grandmother killed your parents, like, come on. Get the knife, get the new radio, get the phone, place the knife on her bed, replace the old radio, place the phone on the table outside the door, wait outside her room. Oh. Knife, new radio, phone. That was handy. Knife on her bed. Replace the old radio. Is he gonna, like...
Yes, I'm talking to you. Are you listening to me? I know that I might seem suspicious, but for now, I'm going to need you to trust me. Are you in pain? Do you want that pain to go away? I can show you a way out, but you're going to have to do exactly what I say. Don't worry, very soon you won't feel any pain at all. You won't have to suffer any longer. The first thing I want you to do is to grab the knife on your bed. You're doing a great job. It's very sharp, so please be careful with it. The next step is to gently press the knife against your stomach. You're doing a wonderful job. Now, press a little harder. Keep applying more pressure until the knife penetrates the flesh of your stomach. You might feel quite a bit of pain, but that's going to be temporary. You're doing a great job. I want you to pull the knife out. Is there a warm, red fluid gushing out of your stomach? If so, then you apply provide enough pressure. I know that this might be painful, but pretty soon it's going to be all over. I want you to repeat the process, except now go a little to the right of the original spot. Keep applying pressure until the knife penetrates the flesh. Now that you've done the process twice, for the third time, go to the left of the original spot. Once again, keep applying pressure until the knife penetrates the flesh. You're doing a great job. Now return to the original spot. I want you to jab the knife into the wound 3 times. This time, don't slowly apply pressure. I want you to press the knife into your stomach as hard as you can. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. You're doing a wonderful job. Are you in pain? Are you suffering? I know you are, but don't worry. It'll all go away soon. This is the last step. Are you ready? All you have to do is to repeat the process, except this time, press the knife against your neck. Whenever you're ready, just quickly thrust the knife into your neck. Then very soon, all the pain will go away. That's it. Let it all go. Pass on into the next world, wherever that might be. Goodbye. I can guarantee you will not be missed.
Okay. So I convinced her to kill herself.
James, you murdered her. You knew about her delusions. She always talked about the man in the radio, so you decided to become that character. You replaced the old radio and then played an audio file telling her to stab herself repeatedly with a knife. You knew she was delusional and had episodes of schizophrenia. She followed your instructions and eventually bled to death due to her self-inflicted injuries. Since all the evidence pointed to a suicide, you weren't charged with anything. You finally got what you wanted. You were finally free. You might be wondering how exactly you ended up dead. Well, for the first few months, you lived your life carefree. You actually enjoyed life to some extent, not being tied down by an ill relative. But eventually, that all came crashing down. It started off with brief, horrific, gruesome nightmares. Visions of her stabbing herself endlessly, blood gushing out of her wounds, flooding your mind with blood-red guilt. Slowly, these nightmares leaked into your daily life. You'd see her out of the corner of your eye, whether you were driving, walking down the street, or at work. Even though you killed her, she never really left. She lived in your mind and haunted you every day until you eventually couldn't fall asleep. Every time you closed your eyes, even for the briefest of moments, she'd manifest in your subconscious. Eventually, you went to the hospital and you were prescribed sleep medicine, but that only suppressed the issue. Slowly, your body adjusted to the medicine and you needed to increase the dose for the medicine to be effective. This process kept repeating until you were taking multiple times the recommended amount. You were addicted until one night you overdosed on sleep medication. Right now, in this moment, your physical body is currently in a hospital bed, hovering between the thin line of life and death. You're still probably wondering why you're here in God's basement. I'll finally tell you who I am and what this place really is. God's basement is a realm for those who have committed great sins but are still redeemable.
Knew it. Called it.
The individuals that arrive in God's basement relive their own versions of hell, allowing them to reflect on their life and watch their slow descent into evil. Their resentment, hate, bitterness, and jealousy accumulate until those emotions manifest themselves through atrocious acts, yours being murder. You were backed into a corner, watching your life slowly pass you by. All those opportunities you sacrificed. All that potential wasted. You became bitter and resentful. Many could sympathize with you. Many might have even done the same. You were hopeless, and it felt like you were inside a living hell. I am called the Operator. I am an entity that manifests in God's basement. I manifest myself in different ways depending on the person. My job is to guide the person inside God's basement and allow them to relive their life from a different perspective. In your case, I manifested with many characteristics resembling the man in the radio. Hopefully this explanation cleared everything up. You're still probably wondering what happens now that you have all your memories. I mentioned earlier that God's basement are for those who are still redeemable. Even though you committed an atrocious sin, you were trapped in a hopeless existence. Also, the person you killed wasn't really your grandmother. She was a shell of her former self. Your grandmother died long ago. Part of you wanted to see her suffering cease. Your crime was both cruel and merciful at the same time. You are going to get a second chance at life. Pretty soon you're going to wake up in a hospital bed out of your drug-induced coma. Learn to live with what you did. The feelings of guilt, paranoia, and pain will never completely go away. James. Make the most out of life, and be grateful for this second chance. One last thing. Good luck.
Huh. Oh? Is it like... Okay, staring up at a hospital ceiling. I assume. Yep. There's the, what's it called? EKG? Or heart monitor, I guess. Huh. Hour 35. I'll probably just make this one big episode. So that was... I liked that. I mean, overall, I liked the game a lot. I mean, added up, I mean, it was like, what? 2.5 hours? Maybe 3? I don't remember exactly how long each of the videos were. But yeah, it's not, that's a very, very quick in and out. That was good. They did a good job with that. Now obviously you can argue whether or not you would actually call it a game, you know, more akin to like, you know, walking simulator type of deal, but it's good. Is she smiling? Huh. But either way is... Oh, hello, I'm the developer of God's Basement. You've reached the end, and I wanted to say thank you for playing through the whole game. I'm still pretty new to creating video games, so I hope the experience is bearable. Hopefully you enjoyed the experience. Someday you'll play another one of my games, if I'm able to release another one. Thanks Thanks again, Erebus. Huh. Wow. Go ahead and can I just end the end the game? Where's the? Oh yeah, just exit. Yeah. Ugh. That was very good. That was a very good game. To the what was the company's name again? Go to the store page. Erebus. To I believe that's how you pronounce it, Erebus or Erbus. I don't know. But to the developer and publisher of this game, you did a good job. Again, people will argue over the over whether or not to actually define it as a video game specifically, but regardless, it's a good experience at the very least. Good. It was good, effective horror. And not survival horror, just straight up horror in general, because there's no surviving to be done. You're just walking around, and a door creaks behind you, and your everything screams at you. Why? So very good. I liked it a lot. Excellent. There are some things here and there that I would have changed. Like a lot of the times, the voice was just very hard to hear, and so I'm just sitting here like just listening. And now, if you wanted to use, now I could understand using that. I would have liked to have seen an instance where, you made the voice very quiet and you have to get to like a specific location to hear it, and it's still kind of quiet. Like it's legible, but still just kind of quiet. So you're just listening extra close. And then like toward the end of the recording, like, I don't know, someone bangs on the wall or something, and then it's like, Jesus. I think that would have been very effective. But especially toward the end when it was playing when it was playing the recording that James played to kill his grandma, or to get his grandmother to kill herself. That I think was way too quiet. I think they should have made that louder. And also the actual sound effect of her stabbing herself didn't sound like a stabbing sound effect. So I would have I would have liked a different sound with that. And it was almost kind of funny, honestly, with the sound that you chose. Some of the puzzles, especially the very first puzzle, was just odd, and it seemed like it had no real direction in the beginning. Afterward, when all the puzzles were based solely around the what was it? All the notes and letters and stuff that you found. All of those puzzles, I thought those were very well done, because there was one that was a note that was next to a phone. He never answers my calls, and the solution to the puzzle is to not pick up the phone when it rings, to just sit there and let it ring. I think that would have been excellent as like the actual first puzzle. Or something to that effect, because that one's very obvious. The note mentions a phone and someone not answering. The phone rings, so you don't answer. That is a good way to establish the rules, from here on forward, from here on out. And if I remember correctly, most, if not all, of the other puzzles had that same idea going for them. Anyway, but either way, like I liked it a lot. I enjoyed the puzzles, and the fact that as it goes on, you can just piece everything together. Like, okay, all right, okay. And like you did they did a decent, a good enough job, like of putting you in like the actual main character's shoes. This setting of like living your own personal hell, Like, what's this? What's it going? And it makes you relive something awful that you did. That's very good for a story. It's sort of a situation of, you know, the main character having amnesia, but kind of not. But I mean, it is, but with a distinct narrative purpose. Um, I don't know. It was a pretty good story, and the way that it was delivered, I thought was good. Really good scares, like really effective scares. Like the first time that you actually see the grandma like standing up like in the doorway, and like there are no sounds, and she's there the entire fucking time. There are no sounds, no nothing. You just look up. Like you're just walking on. It was very good. It's very effective horror. But yeah, if you wanna buy this game and play it for yourself, go ahead and go ahead and check out the description below the video. I should have its Steam page and also a link to the actual website of the game. What was I gonna say? Or even if you don't want to play it because you've already seen me do it, I want to support this developer. You know, I really want because this was very effective, and I want to see what else they can make. But that's enough for me, jabbering. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a fun time with it. Had a fun time pooping myself, pooping my pants. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. My brain is just right now. And most importantly, really most importantly is the fact that I called it, that he did something bad but was worthy of redemption. So I think I might have said redeemable. I might have used that exact phrase. I'm going to look back and see it, and I'm going to play it here, like right now. So am I actually in hell, or are you trying to make me think I'm in hell so I could like redeem myself? Redemption, maybe? Okay, so see, right there, I did or did not say it. So yeah. But more importantly than all that stuff, I hope that you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself and each other, and I will see you in the next video.